Hello people of YouTube, Srsly, and today we're going to be taking on the Old Iron King DLC, but before we go ahead and do that, there are three prerequisites we have to go ahead and meet. First of which is going and buying the Silver Cat ring from Shalqua. It's about 13,000 souls, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. I think it was exactly 13,400, but I already bought it, so... Yep, 13,400. Once that's done, there are two more things you need. The Bloodbite ring +1, which we'll get to here shortly, and the Flame Quartz ring +2. The Flame Quartz ring +2 is probably the harder of the two to get, since Bloodbite ring, you actually have to go through a good chunk of the DLC to obtain. Through the Sunken King DLC, which I went through in the last video, but I'll try and speedrun through there to get to the ring, just to show you where it is. Anyways, you want to warp to the dragon area, and you'll make your way over here. There'll be a dragon up top, the first dragon, which, if you manage to kill, will give you the Flame Quartz ring +2, which I do believe I should have equipped. I do not have it equipped. A number of those weird exploding hollow things, and yep, I already killed the dragon, gave me the ring. There are also a good deal of crystal lizards up here. Go ahead and use a Homer bone to get out of here. Alright, that's two of the prereqs. There's one more. It's the Bloodbite ring. I'm not going to take you through all of the DLC, but this is the DLC that you can find inside of the Black Gulch by going through the area just past the Rotten, by going through the Hidden Chamber bonfire. Anyways, I'm going to warp over to there, the first bonfire. If you're wondering how to get to this bonfire, you literally just have to walk as soon as you enter the DLC, and oh, that's after obtaining the right key, of course. It's just like the first thing you'll see. Also, I have the pear powder. Don't need that anymore. Normally this platform here isn't up. You can raise it once you go around. Anyways, don't have the Silver Cat ring equipped, it's not too big a problem. Just keep running. It's a lot faster if you raise the building, which I ran past, but I don't think that's terribly important, since you only have to go through here like once or twice. Nearly dropped there. I think I'm human. No. There's a dragon that'll fly across here. You saw him at the beginning, if this is really your first time through. You won't show up in future times, though. Anyways. Just keep on running. Now there's a door here on the left. There's also a door here on the right, a drop down, which will take you into that room with a couple suits of armor. Nothing amazing in there. Now, if you want to equip a longbow in your second weapon slot and shoot that button over there 3 times, so that way you can go through here. This doorway usually isn't open. If you've already been through here, you can just go in through that door using the button that you've hopefully hit. In the room with the chest next to the sorcerer. If not, just drop down, head left, keep going. That's the chest right there we need to access, so you can see I already opened it. They're usually spikes in here, which you can lower on both sides by hitting a switch. Nearly died there. Just past the source here. Also, the knights that are down there, they're usually shaded. Also, that's the button right up there. They're usually shaded and near impossible to kill, so just run past them. Just drop down here, open this chest. You shouldn't have to deal with anything. And then you'll have your ring. You can use a Homer bone to get out of here, and we can begin with the actual DLC guide. Alright, so first place you want to warp to would be Agdal's Idol, which is the Egil's Idol. Excuse me, I probably mispronounced that wrong either way, but still. Going to equip the Silver Cat ring. It's not amazingly important right now, but it's still good to go ahead and do it. Should be able to survive both drops, saving you a decent amount of time should you happen to die. Again, not really gonna like. I love doing that to that guy. Alright. If you haven't been through here yet, there's the old Iron King boss right here. There's usually a fog gate in that door and a dark fog gate over at this door, but he's already dead. Either way, he's not too difficult, so he shouldn't pose you too many problems. Run past the primal bonfire, and here is your DLC fountain. Also, I'm not sure why these snakes don't have heads. Like, I'm not sure that's supposed to signify something. Perhaps the 3 areas of the DLC, the 3 kings? Either way. And up here, you should already have your heavy iron key back from the video where we got all 3 of the DLC rings, or not rings, keys. Maybe an elevator here. It's a very long elevator. Not sure why they implemented that, but I love it. Yes. And up the stairs, there should be a body here with 6... I forgot the technical term. It's something spikes. Wedges, smelter wedges, that can be used to destroy those idols, like the one you just saw there. Additionally, I'm not sure why that one doesn't give you a soul of Valencia, who is the queen of this area. Should be a bonfire here. Normally wouldn't have to rest at it, but completely that ass just for some reason. Don't know why. Okay. One of the idols will pop up. Go ahead and put your first smelter wedge in for it. Well, whatever this thing is. Don't worry about the columns of flame, they won't be able to hurt you that much. That's Nadalia, not Valencia. It's right down here for a dex ring. This will allow you to, at least as the warrior, which I believe I am, not a knight. Either way, it should increase your dexterity enough so that way you should be able to use short bows, either the knight or the warrior classes. Drop down here, keep on going. Body. There's a chest in here. Oh, never mind. That's a little further on. These things are great. You can kill them in 3 hits, and they're stun locked by 2-handed light attacks. Also, a good way to check for items when you're going over these bodies, the ashen bodies, because they can drop items, is to just mash A as fast as you can. Like, I had no idea there was an item there. I was just mashing A. I just got lucky. Alright, 2 guys. I just do that with the extra range, because I have to. There's gonna be a ring over here, or an item. Buttons. Now there's gonna be a few items. I believe there's one around this one. There's not one down there, though. So, here's the room with a body in it. And it's not a chest, it was a body. There should be a scythe plus 7. Again, I'm not sure why the DLC areas are obsessed with the number 7. All the items are plus 7. Except for 1. But that's in a different DLC. Should be a guy over here. Don't have to kill him. Just do it, because you're gonna have to fight a number of them later on, so it's probably good practice. Also, do you hear that strange voice down there? I got out of range, but you should be able to start hearing it again. You you saw, it signifies one of the idols. Anyways, you want to position yourself so that way you can drop down right in front of it, and then use a wedge. If you don't immediately kill it, then it'll heal all the knights in the area periodically for a good deal of their health. Also, you can tell when they're being buffed because they have that ashen look to them. You get the backstab, it works. Easy peasy. This area generally sucks, but if you go over to that side, then you won't have to deal with more than like 1 or 2 of them at a time. There's going to be another 2 in here. Kill this one. Another one will pop up. And there's a pyromancy here. Not a big fan of pyromancy myself. I prefer to go to the melee route, but probably pyromancers out there. These levers take a really long time to pull, so take note of that in the future areas, because there are a number of enemies that'll be guarding them. There's, I think, 2 enemies here. There's going to be one that pops up right here, and another one that'll pop up as soon as I pick this. Yeah, there. You can probably guess, but that's a secret, or illusory wall right there. Not much of an illusory wall, more of a secret wall. Inside there'll be 2 chests, neither of which terribly important. No mimics in this area, by the way, not for the entirety of the DLC. So that's 1. Oh. Never actually had to write a message before. I'm kinda glad they implemented that, though. Or you know. I've only played through this game like 8 times in its entirety. I've never known that. That's the beauty of not having a tutorial level. You never actually have to know these things. Anyways, just run past all these things. There's a body here. Also notice the bowman. He can put his arrow above the wall if he wants to do that. See? You can bait these guys into heading over into the fire. If you're gonna do that, yeah, you probably want to have your shield up. It'll more or less one-shot you if you don't. And that way you can just heal up and get that guy killed in the process. We'll be heading over there later. Just on a side note. There's gonna be a dude here. Notice how this one is dual-wielding axes. I'm not sure if the ones prior were. I think there was one that was doing so. Gonna be 2 guys down here. Kill this guy. The second guy won't move away from the chest, and it's guarding a Cestus +7, which is the weapon that the Ruined Sentinels, an optional boss, and the Belfry Cestus +8. Never mind. It's a weapon that the Ruined Sentinels, an optional boss over in the Belfry Soul area, I believe, are guarding. Or Belfry Luna, actually. This is from here. There's going to be a chest over here. It has some twinkling titanite in it. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that door. You won't be ever coming back here. Anyways, over here there'll be a fog gate. Nothing past it. Well, there's an area past it, but there's no boss, mini-boss, etc. Also, probably doesn't hurt to have more Estus. These traps never activate, by the way. They're just sort of here for show. There's no such thing as a trap bonfire in this, the first or the third game. Let's take a left. You can go access the giant doors over there, but we can do that later. We'll be coming back this way anyways. This guy is never alive. Open the door here. There'll be a number of those weird barrel things inside. Again, you can push them. Well, not really push them, but just like maneuver them by standing near them. Remember, do not hit them with a fire weapon. That guy over there, he has a fire weapon, and I'm pretty sure you can already guess what's gonna go down. bully this guy into the trapdoor area. Now you want to position yourself so that way you can quickly climb the ladder, drop down, immediately climb it. That guy will hit you, pretty much a guarantee. Now the big guy will start coming over. Hopefully. Usually does. Really? Yep. There he is. What a champ. Okay. Guess he needs a little bit more motivation. Come back over here. He should be coming over here now that he's locked on. Hopefully. Come on. Fine. I have to go down there and do it myself. It's like in the days before TV remotes, you had to go and turn it manually. Praise be unto modern technology. Alright, he's gonna pretty much kill himself on these guys. You can just go ahead and finish him off once he's hurt, like that. Again, there's a lever over there and a idol over here. Because it's weird. Pillar flame attack. Yeah. The guy was guarding the lever, so you basically have to kill him unless you're amazing speeder. There's a guy here. 2 hits will stun lock him, by the way. Awesome. I believe my endurance is at 41, so that should give you just enough endurance to kill that guy in a single cycle. It's very close. Right past this area, this place sucks. I believe there's some human effigies on that body there, but don't concern yourself with them. Didn't mean to drop there, but it's a quick way down. Past this guy, you won't be going down that doorway quite yet. There's a bonfire just past here on the right. It's just past this little doorway and little stairwell into a place where we'll be putting a key item here soon. Go ahead and rest to reset the enemies. And you can go back to the area we just ran through, the little ashen field. And yes, that is ash, I'm pretty sure, not snow. I mean, this is like a giant furnace, so... Anyways, there are a number of items over there. Pretty much all of them are souls, I'm pretty sure. There might be an item. You don't have to go through here. But it's not too big a deal. Of course, now I'm going to die, they said that, but you get the idea. Awesome. Not too bad. Now there are 2 guys here who are going to try and get the drop on you. Drop attack, that is. Common 3 hits. There's one here. There's one coming up. I believe there's a Lord Soul, a couple of Brave Warrior Souls. Yeah. Again, just mashing it like a madman. Awesome. 3 of the best souls in the game. Cool. Alright, that's all done. Head down here. This area is optional. Also, there's a hailstone, I believe. Or a raw stone. Yep, it's a raw stone. There's no item around this corner, just a bunch of messages, usually. Telling you that there's an item or a secret wall or illusory wall or what have you. Alright, you want to get your endurance back up to max. For that reason specifically. He's usually around the little area to the left. You can just barely hear him. Needless to say, we're going to completely ignore him, but... Now there's another idol down here. It's cursing you. It basically fills the entire area it's located in with curse. This weird cursed fog. Take it. Take it. Come on. There. Now if you drop down here, there's a sorcery. It's pretty powerful. Yeah. Unfortunately, can't homer bone out. So you basically have to die like I did there. You have to run all the way back up past the invader and to the bonfire, where you can't rest because you're being invaded. So it's basically death either way, unfortunately. But it takes a lot less time than trying to kill the invader, because if you do enough damage to him or wait long enough, he'll run back down to the idol to heal up, and he'll serve as a guard for it. And it's Silver Cat Ring again. And you will want to equip your flame quartz. Oh. Did I? No, it must be later on. Because you can get the flame quartz ring +3, but it seems I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it, but it's later on. I seem to get confused on this location. Just hit this assassin lady into the fire. She'll try to backstab you. If you hit her more than 2 times, then she'll always do that. If you do let her stab you, then... So a broken wall here you can use to access something. We'll be accessing a broken wall here on the other side. Lever here. I missed the lever over there. Get it? Remember those weird exploding barrel guys in here? You don't want to break all the explosive barrels in the area. There's a guy who we'll be killing. He's right over there. Same guy as before. Well, different guy, same enemy. These enemies can't kill this guy right here. Just want to... Yep. You can run in here. The chest for some Katarina armor. Onion Brow armor. Teleport. Right there. Also, taking a double sip of Estus Flask is great, because it'll give you increased survivability if an enemy should happen to decide to attack you right away while you're healing. So that way you can tank not only the hit, but the previous hits. Well, you won't tank it, but you'll heal up. Explain that poorly, but hopefully you get the point. This guy isn't too bad, is he? Nah. Basically just keep strafing around him. Don't let your endurance get below half, and he will stun lock when you get him down to about 20% of his health. He always does that. His poise doesn't regenerate very quickly. Poise is the stat that allows you to take hits without being stun locked. Like, if you run out of endurance, then you'll become stun locked. If you get hit by a heavy enough attack, you can become stun locked through your poise. Well, it breaks your poise, and then it stun locks you. You basically just want to keep your poise as high as possible by backing off if you get hit too many times. It's rarely a concern, but every once in a while there's an enemy that'll stun lock you while you still have endurance, and he'll do a lot of damage, most likely. Anyways, this place sucks, just run through it. There are a bunch of guys who'll take your endurance down to 0 and stun lock you, like I mentioned earlier. If we have your Silver Cat Ring, you can drop down here. There's an item here. Another one of those weird crawling things. It's the item. No matter. Drop down here. And quick sword Rachel, I think she was called, won't be able to chase you. Open these doors. Switch your home. Oh, dang it, I can't teleport out. So this happens. fast, then you should be able to get that without getting killed. Knock his friend away for a sec, give me time to escape. Knock him out of the way. And there we go. This will lead you back to the original area. There should be an item and a drop down. There it is. Here's the drop down. Guess we're just one layer above. Darn, whatever. Still can't use a homeward bone, unfortunately, but it just basically takes you back to the same area. So the jail we were on just a few minutes ago, if not just a minute ago. Again, the ladder. The dark spirit should... Yep, there it is. Awesome. So now we have the means to activate the mechanisms in the tower. There'll be one right here. This is where the staff goes. This will cause the Taurus trap here to shoot a column of flame into the strange furnace thing, which will activate it.